So why you want to learn the mule? So I will go from my end. So myself, Sai. So having 8 years of experience in IT industry, I'm relevant to Mule 5 plus years. So currently I'm working as an Mule tech lead in one of the MNC. Uh, Anyone want to introduce like Sanchit, Markandelu, Lokesh? Just a quick introduction.
Yeah, I'll have to think myself. Yeah, I have years of years of
Okay, your voice is
experience.
low, Markandelu.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, actually, I signed in my mobile, so no app, but speaker is not working.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Sanchit, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So, good morning to everyone. So, I had the programming knowledge like Java, like that, so Java, Python, like that, so. But recently, I had come to know of these tools in this software field, so which have more demand in the present session, and which will be more convenient for the sake of carrying out the project works in developing the projects like that, so. So, for that sake, I had searched for the uh, provision of this training online, and that's why by knowing your opportunity of provision this training in this, for this mulesoft tool, so I'm trying to know your uh, manner of teaching provision regarding this. That's all. For that sake, I have attended the session.
Okay, welcome to MuleSoft. So good choice to learn starting your career in the integration platform. So, Lokesh, do you want to introduce yourself? Yeah, no worries. I think he's speaking on mute. I think so. So, let's start with the session. So, what is MuleSoft? Basically, MuleSoft is an integration tool. So, which was developed by the MuleSoft, started in the year of 2006. After that, in 2016, okay, I mean, in 2016, Salesforce is an multinational company and also it has its own technology. So it has acquired the MuleSoft. Acquired in the sense, right, nowadays, whatever the course which is in a high demand, so other multinational companies will acquire the technologies. For example, WhatsApp. So whenever the WhatsApp was introduced, it was day by day, it was growing like an multi-chain. So after that, the as per the business perspective, Facebook has understood that MuleSoft, I mean WhatsApp has a big growth. After that, it has acquired. So in the similar way, whenever Salesforce has acquired the MuleSoft, there are a lot of opportunities has been introduced in the MuleSoft. How means, for example, any new projects comes in the market, so they're supposed to build the code in some language or any integration tool. So why not Java, Python, TIPCO, any other IBM tools, but only why MuleSoft means it has an beauty of eliminating the donkey work. Meaning, I will explain you what exactly the donkey work means. Avoiding the hard work. In the smart work, we can achieve the target with the minimal lines of code. So, coming to the practical part, so how it works, I mean, MuleSoft will engaging like a booming industry means for example salesforce is a very big multinational company. It has its own products. Whenever it acquires the mulesoft as an integration tool, obviously internally whatever the projects they are using as an integration tool, right, they will change it to the mulesoft. That is the one point. Second thing, whenever they started the new projects, definitely they will go for the mulesoft only. Why? Because it was acquired by the salesforce. So nowadays, what I can assure you, like whenever you completed the course, right? Whenever you uploaded your resume in the Naukri, definitely in the 1 month, you will get minimum 10 to 15 calls. In that, definitely you can crack the job. That's not an issue. But here, our intention is we are not targeting a job. I mean, definitely we'll get a job. That's not an issue. But sustainability, meaning independently, you should work in the MuleSoft platform. That is what we have designed the course here. So coming to the what is meant by donkey work, meaning achieving the target, meaning achieving the task. So whatever the task you are getting from the project or else client, so you need to achieve in a minimal number of time, or means minimal number of coding we need to write with the minimum time. So here if you see the donkey work means it's like a hard work. So obviously you know the donkey animal. So donkey animal specialty is it will carry the large amount of data, right? To avoid these kind of things, we came into the MuleSoft. For example, if you want to achieve the Hello World program, right? If you want to achieve the Hello World program in Java, definitely require 5 lines of code, right? You need to write the class, you need to write the method, you need to write the statement to print. After that, it will print the output. Whereas in the MuleSoft, right? If you can see here, only single line of code I have highlighted in the yellow color, right? Only single line of code, just hello world, it will print the output. So this is what the beauty, why the market is looking to the MuleSoft, because minimal number of code with the high performance, with the minimal response of time, we will get the output. So coming apart from the technical part, you know, right? For example, it's a general question I will ask you. So you know the animals. For example, what is the specialty of donkey, Sanchit?
So generally, we will use the donkey. Um, we'll call it as work animal. More work. It carries out more
Correct.
work
Perfect.
like that.
So
So
what is the use of horse? I mean, specialty
so
of horse.
in a brief manner, we can say that it is quite opposite to donkey. So it carries out the work within a short time and within a convenient manner, by carrying out the work in a convenient manner like that. So
Correct. I mean to say like, yeah,
in my
that's what whatever Sanchit is telling, that is correct. So whenever the donkey, it will carry the more work, but it will not run like a horse, meaning with the not like up to the mark, I mean speed. Coming to the horse, it will carry the less work, but it will run like a rocket. Its specialty is speed. Coming to the donkey, its specialty is carrying the hard work. But is there any animal that will carry hard work like a donkey and it will run like a horse? So yes, definitely there is an animal that is nothing but a mule. So mule is an animal which is a crossbreed of donkey and horse. It will work like a donkey, it will run like a horse. So that's the reason MuleSoft has, I mean, this integration tool naming given as a mule. So in coming to the technical perspective, the performance is like a horse, the work is like a donkey, meaning it will take n number of data, irrespective of is a 1,000 lines, 10,000 lines, it doesn't matter, it will handle. If you are getting lakhs of records also, lakhs of data also, definitely MuleSoft will accept. It doesn't have any restrictions. No, I cannot handle, there is a burden, there is a performance issue, nothing there will be there in the MuleSoft. It will accept n number of data, but the specialty is, if you can see these type of data, if you are giving in Java, Python, any other integration tools also, TIPCO, IBM, all these things, right? Definitely it will also work. But where the difference is coming means performance and also timing. But coming to the MuleSoft, right, where we can achieve performance come timing. That's the reason it's a small example of hello world program. In Java, if you can see, there is a 5 lines of code to achieve the hello world program. But coming to the MuleSoft, it will have only 1 line of code. So just I will take a pause here. So till now, any doubts? I mean, just normal introduction about MuleSoft. Later on, I can proceed further with the examples, how integration works and how MuleSoft is taking place. Sanchit, Markandelu, Lokesh.
So the basic
Okay.
utilization of this MuleSoft has been understood. So after the completion of this utilization, along with the features present in this MuleSoft tool, so show
Yes,
me
yes.
explanation with the examples what you have informed. Thank you.
Sure, sure, definitely, Sanchit. So, as part of the course, right, just we have designed like a basic understanding. After that, we will go to in depth, like what exactly MuleSoft is doing in the real time and what are the features that are available as part of developer, right? What we need to do. So, coming to the technical and general definition. So, generally, integration is nothing but an communication between two persons or two softwares, just like an interaction. For example, let's take our example only. We are all joined in a lobby that is on nothing but go to meetings. Just we're introducing ourselves, like exchanging our words. Like I'm teaching about MuleSoft introduction, just you are listening and you are giving the feedback or response, like whatever the doubts you have. It's like it's nothing but an exchanging of communication or exchanging of words. It's nothing but an integration, general definition. But whenever you got this question, what is meant by integration? Don't give this answer like a general definition. So coming to here, technical definition. Technically, we can say it's like a transport data between end systems. End system in the sense it may be a Salesforce, file service, database, mobile, all these things. But no need to worry. I will explain you in a very good diagrammatical part. For example, let's take general integration example. I will open the paint here and how MuleSoft will also takes place in our daily lives. So we are not sure like how the MuleSoft is using our daily life, but definitely without MuleSoft or without integration tool, there will be no IT world nowadays. I will prove it. No need to worry on that. First, I will go to the general example. Let's say I am taking two persons. One is nothing but a naming is Sanchit. I will take. So, for example, market name. Here, the requirement is, for example, let's say generally, if you can see whatever the communication we are exchanging our words is nothing but an integration, but how MuleSoft is taking place in the real time, it's a general example, but after that I will correlate with the technical thing. For example, Sanchit can only understand English. Let's have an example. He can understand only English and he can only speak English language only. He can understand only English, whereas Markandelu can understand only Spanish. But if you can see here, for example, Sanchit is giving some, or he is treating like a hi, good morning, Markandelu in English. But Markandelu cannot understand because he can understand only Spanish. But how come Markandelu can understand and he can reply back? That is impossible, right? So without knowing the proper language, definitely we cannot understand the meaning what exactly the opponent person is speaking. For example, in this mode only, everyone knows the English. That's the reason whatever I'm trying to explain about MuleSoft, each and every person can understand. In the same way, if I can explain this MuleSoft in the Chinese language, definitely no one can understand. So to avoid this miscommunication, there is an integration tool, like we can call it as a medium, or we can call it as a generalized term as a translator. So I will call it as a medium here. I will call it as a medium here. So medium or translator or integration tool. So what exactly its responsibility is? First, it will receive the data from the person who is sending the communication. For example, from Samchit, he will receive hi in English. So internally what it will do means it will connect with the another system, that is nothing but an another person, we can call it as a markendelu. So it will understand, so what exactly he can understood. So currently he is understood in the Spanish language, right? What internally it will do means it will convert the language from English to Spanish, right? And it will send the data. Then Markandelu can easily understand what exactly Sanchit is trying to tell. Then he will reply back, meaning he will reply back in the Spanish language. In the vice versa, it will convert the Spanish to English and it will send the response back. So it's kind of a generalized integration example. What I mean, generalized integration example, what it is happening in the general way. I mean, like a humans. So I will correlate with the technical terms now. How exactly the MuleSoft is playing a crucial role in the IT market nowadays. So, any doubts on this generalized example? So, if you are okay, means I can correlate with the technical terms. If not, I can repeat once again. Sanchit Markandeya.
Okay, sir, I understand.
Um, okay, sir. I have understood about the functionality of the translation provision provided by this MuleSoft. So can we utilize this MuleSoft tool for the sake of converting? Suppose if I have implemented an application in Java programming from Java to like that, so
Yeah, yeah,
like
definitely.
From
That's
Java to Python program, instead of preparing the coding of the application which I have implemented in Java, again by coding the corresponding program in Python. Can we utilize this tool for that sake in that languages?
yeah, Python is a different language, but here in the integration perspective, the languages it will support will be Java, XML, JSON, CSV, flat file, all these things. But Python is a language which will support one of the future actually. So futures we cannot convert, but the languages we can convert it.
What I mean is language.
Yeah,
I mean the coding of
coding we can convert it.
coding related to particular application functionalities like that. So
Yes, yes. Whatever the
if I
target system is expecting, right, we can convert it. So I will explain the
okay,
functionality now, real time. Okay.
okay.
Sure. So coming to the real-time example, so just a general question. So nowadays we are all familiar and we are all habituated with the phone pay, Google Pay, Paytm, all these things. So nowadays the world is changing to the digital. So in previous 10 years back, so everything will be an currency. In somehow metro cities, they are transferring the money using smart, banking apps, all these things. That to an minimal awareness. But nowadays, coming to even, I cannot comment it, but even in each and every place, definitely there will be an phone pay. It may be a generalized general store to the upcoming supermarket as well. So, for example, I will tell I am transferring 1,000 rupees to, or I can say 10,000 or 1,000, anything to Sanchit. Okay, but my bank is Kotak Mahindra. So Sanchit is holding SBI. So simply, if I open the phone pay, simply I will enter the 1,000 rupees. Prior to that, I will select the Sanchit mobile number. Just I will click on send button. In fraction of seconds, it will give the response whether the transaction is successful or not. Whether it is successful, that amount is been received by the Sanchit in SBI account. If not, it will display the error message. How come it is possible in a phone pay? In a similar way, if I transfer the 1,000 rupees to Lokesh or Markandelu, they are owning the different banks. Lokesh is owning ICICI, Markandelu is owning Axis. But it doesn't matter irrespective of the banking, but I will get the response within fraction of seconds. How come it is possible? It is possible only because of integrations. So without integrations, nowadays there is no apps developed. That is 100% sure. So let me share my screen. I will take one example. So let's take an example of customer. Customer is nothing but an, for example, I will take Sanchit only. Currently what Sanchit is doing, I am taking the real-time example, please focus on this. So what exactly generally Sanchit will do is he will open the phone pay in his mobile, right? Phone pay in his mobile. Just he will select the concerned person. I will explain you, but prior to that I will write the naming as well. Trying to transfer 10,000 to Lokesh and Markandelu. Okay, but Lokesh is holding ICICI, Markandelu is holding SBI, right? So here generally whenever Sanchit wants to transfer 10,000 rupees to location Markandelu, but currently Markandelu is holding ICICI and SBI, and Lokesh is holding ICICI, but it doesn't matter because currently we are using a phone pay app. So what he will do currently, I mean Sanchit, what Sanchit will do means he will open the mobile app, phone pay. Let's take an phone pay here. I mean phone pay. He will enter the details. He will enter the concern details like he will enter the required details of mark and location. Meaning concern details means phone number or UPI ID. So after that he will click on send button. But if you can observe, up to here only as a generalized customer or client we can able to see we will get the response within fraction of seconds, but in the back end we don't know how exactly this functionality is happening. So I will explain. Once PhonePe will receive the request from the customer, right? Here the customer is Sanchit. What PhonePe will do is internally in the coding perspective, it will integrate. It will use the technology as a MuleSoft integration tool. It will send this request to the MuleSoft. So in the backend, MuleSoft will receive the request here. Meaning, I will explain. No need to worry. In the backend, it will receive the request from the client, or we can call it as a source system. So I will explain the differences. Here it is a MuleSoft integration tool. MuleSoft integration tool. It will receive the request. It will always receive the request. It will always receive the request. Afterwards, what it will do means it will understand the request. Meaning, for example, we are receiving the request as 10,000 rupees should transfer to the location Markandelu, ICICI Bank and SBI Bank. So it will based on the request, right? It will understood and it will send the data to these two systems. For example, one is ICICI, next one is SBI. So once it will send that request to the two systems, target systems, then target system will give one response, whether it is a success or failure. That response we will send it back to the PhonePe will display that message. That message only we can able to see. If you can see, right, whether we can got the success, it will display in a green color, amount sent successfully. If not, it will display in a red color, some insufficient funds or bank server down or a wrong UPI ID, all these things. So these things take will be take care by the MuleSoft. But one thing you need to remember, whenever we are receiving the request, these systems in the technical terms we'll call it as an source systems. In the interview also they will ask. So when you are explaining the project, right, what is your source and target system, they will ask. Finally, whenever you're sending that request to the other systems, right, in the left right side, then with these two we will call it as a target systems. Target systems, right? Target systems. So as a developer, we need to take care few more things here. But generally, I've explained how the MuleSoft is playing a crucial role in the daily technical world. So as a developer, what we need to take care means first we need to receive the request. We need to take care of receiving the request from source system. Next thing, some standards we need to maintain. Finally, error handling. But going through the course, right, I will explain the what exactly, I mean, configurations, futures, and what are the things available, and what are the things we are covering as part of this, training journey and the course, right? Definitely I can explain, but I will take a pause here. So hope you understood how exactly the MuleSoft is taking place in the real time world. So if you are facing any issues or any doubts, just let me know, I will explain you. Sanchit, Lokesh, Markandelu.
So suppose uh, if you want to implement an application as like WhatsApp, which is a for the main utilization is for the sake of chatting in any language. So we should mandatory require the this MuleSoft integration tool now, getting confirmation about this functionality,
Yes, I mean
which will make us to communicate
interact.
in any of the language between two friends or relatives or whatever might be. Suppose if I send a message in English to my mother, if I mother select the option of Telugu, then whatever the conversion will be carried out this integration tool only, na?
Yes, yes, definitely. That's what I'm trying to tell. So without integration nowadays there is no
Yeah, yeah,
particular software has been developed.
yeah. Got the information of the functionality provided by this integration tool. So getting confirmation by
Perfect.
consulting you. Okay, thank you. So show the
Yeah.
example of integration application by using the programming like this.
Okay. So I will go with the one real-time example here as requested by Sanjit. So everyone is familiar on daily e-commerce site, right? Last I will open with the Amazon. So whenever I open the Amazon, right, just we can understand only as a customer or a client, we can only understand, we can do the shopping. So whatever the things we are required to shop or we are required to buy, right, definitely we can buy it. Up to here only as a customer we can able to know. But if you can see here, I will select one mobile. For example, iPhone Pro, 14 Pro. If I select iPhone 14 Pro, in the screen I can able to see the different type of iPhone mobiles along with the screens, screen guards, all these things with the different rates. So based on that I will select any of the choice which I would like to buy. Whenever I like to buy, right, this one, definitely it will select this item with the proper description, all these things, and it will redirect to the payment page. So once I will click on the payment page, right, I mean, go to cart like that, it will redirect to the payment page and it will ask to the make the payment, and it will take an order and it will deliver to the proper address which have been mentioned. But coming to the integration perspective in the back end, how it is possible means, in the same real time example I will say, instead of phone pay, here the source system will be Amazon. So always customers would be different. For example, let's continue with the Sanchit only. He would like to buy an iPhone. So definitely he will request to the Amazon, and the Amazon backend what it will do means, it will integrate with one of the systems, whether it may be a MuleSoft, IBM, anything. But currently MuleSoft is a trending tool. So nowadays with the less cost cutting, with the minimal maintenance. So MuleSoft, it will receive the request and it will understood the request because it's an iPhone, not an Samsung, right? It will connect to the iPhone systems and it will send back to the response whatever the iPhone is providing, like different types of mobiles, all these things, whatever the request you are coming, right? These things it will display to the Amazon. From the Amazon we can able to see. Uh, in the similar way, if you go from Redbus also, whenever you click on Redbus, so currently I would like to travel from Hyderabad to Vishakhapatnam. I will click on search. It will see different types of buses which are all available. If you can correlate here also, real time example, customer Sanchit only, he would like to travel from Hyderabad to Vishakhapatnam. he will send the request to the source system. Here the source system is Redbus. Redbus will send the request which is received from the customer, and it will send it to the mulesoft tool. Mulesoft will understood the request and it will send to the available buses, meaning available target systems. Here the target systems are APS RTC system, TSRTC, Sri Krishna, XYZ, Zing bus, all these things. So once it will receive the request, right, target system will provide the response. So based on the request, this is the cost, this is the timing we are providing. So based on this response, it will send it to the back to the source system. This is how exactly the MuleSoft is playing a crucial role. Uh, Sanchit, any doubts still no?
Uh, I, I have got the confirmation about the functionality of this mule tool and its
Okay,
utilization. So, but I want to know
sure.
about the example, real programming example, through example programming. What I mean is
Yeah, programming example in the, I mean, in the coming class I can
simple
explain you
example.
because it will
Hmm.
simple example. Okay, okay, fine. Just hello world is fine, right? Hello, hello. Can I explain about hello world program? How exactly it is placing, or like?
Okay.
So if you can see here, right, it's an Anypoint Studio. So based on Anypoint Studio software only, we can able to develop the code. So if you can see here, it is a listener part. The listener, the naming itself, it will listen the request. If you can correlate with the diagram, here MuleSoft will receive the request, right? How it will receive means it through the listener only. For example, generalized example, currently we have joined in a GoTo meetings through this link, right? So without this link, we cannot join this GoTo meetings DIAS. In a similar way, how MuleSoft can understood or receive the request from the external system. So we need to configure the listener part. Based on the configuration, we need to send this type of link to the source systems. Like here, source system. The source system will configure that path and they will send the request. From that, it will listen the request here. After that, here in the process section, we need to develop the logic. Okay. So currently I'm printing the hello world message here. Just I will run this application. I will open Postman as a tool. But to be fact, right, this program currently you will not understand because we need to go by step. But as per a request, I am showing here. So first, prior to that, we need to understand the significance of any point studio, what is listener, what is postman, all these things. But you are asking to show me that code, right? So that's the reason I'm showing this one. But don't worry, as per the designed course, right, we will explain how exactly it is working. Okay, no need to worry on that. Once you will run the application, right, it will get deployed. We can able to see this one. So it got deployed here. If I click on send button, we will get the response hello world. So how to form this URL means we have given the configurations in the listener part here. If you click on here, we can able to see this one, host http 1992, all these things. If you can see here, this one we have given. From that we can able to see. And one more thing, you have asked one more question, like how to conversion of these languages. We have a transform message component here. By default, it will take the Java. If you want to convert it into any other language, right, just we need to change it here. Instead of Java, we need to put it as JSON or XML or text, like that. Okay. Any doubts till now, Sanjit?
Yeah, going through it. No doubts.
Okay. What about Markandeyu Lokesh? Hope you understood, right? So coming to the another slide, Mule API lifecycle. So what exactly meant by Mule API lifecycle means generalized example. It is not at all related to only MuleSoft. It is related to any of the software employee who is entering into the IT world. Whenever you are receiving the requirement from the concerned department, right? We need to follow these steps. One is designing. Once the design got approval, we will go for development. Once the development got done, we will do one round of testing. Excuse me. Sorry. One round of testing. After that, unit testing, deployment, CI/CD deployment. I will explain you each and everything. No need to worry. These are the steps we need to follow. So the thing is, right. So I have a building. I would like to construct that building. Simply, whenever I receive this type of photo from the any of the friend or any of the well wisher, so I have a budget of 10 crores. I have a land. Just I want to build this building. Just by seeing this photo, is it possible to build? No, right? Prior to that, we need to make a design. Design in the sense like a blueprint. Blueprint. Like, so based on the available area, so how much dimension I need to go for dining hall? How much dimension I need to go for hall? How much for washrooms, bedrooms, parking area, lift, all these things. So once the designing is done, meaning blueprint is completed, it's got approval, then I can able to develop the apartment. So in the similar way also, whenever you got the requirement, first we need to design, after the development, after that we need to do the testing. Okay, these are the required softwares for MuleSoft. First we need to go for Anypoint Studio, Postman, Java 8, Maven, Anypoint platform. So Anypoint Studio, just now I told you that, which is used for development. Postman is for testing the code. Java 8 and Maven are, these are optional because currently MuleSoft is using the latest version of Mule 4. Further, by default, Java and Maven are already inbuilt. Why Java only means MuleSoft is an integration tool which is built from the Java, meaning in the backend Java code is running. On top of that, we have removed the all the unwanted things and we have made it as a simplified tool. That's the reason. If you can see the hello world program also in Java, it will take 5 lines, but in the MuleSoft it is taking only 1 line. So coming to the Anypoint platform, it will used to design the APIs. Designing in the sense, just now I showed you, right, the blueprint. That's the way we need to design our APIs. Uh, any doubts till now, Sanjit, Lokesh, or Markandilu on the designing part? Okay. So for each and everything has we have documented how to download the softwares, all these things. Like if you can go for any point studio, including the link also, we have written each and every step properly with the screenshot. If you just follow these type of steps, right, definitely you can understand. Meaning, in the class itself, we will explain you. After that, we will provide the documentation along with the examples as well. No need to worry. Each and every concept has been documented, and if you can see here, right, PDF also we have given for each and everything. So for each and every flows, we have taken the screenshots, all these things, useful things only. No need to worry. We will explain each and everything with the real-time examples, all these things, how it is useful, flows, JSON language. According to Sanchit question, so this is your question, right? Data view logic. We are receiving the JSON data, but we want to convert it to XML. We can do this type of conversions. All these things I will explain you each and everything in the coming classes. No need to worry on that. Selectors, types, variables, each and everything. If you can see the flow also, how it is possible, what is the use of flows, subflows, private flows, and features available with each and how the steps also. First step it will go here, second step, step 3. Based on the control also we can explain you with the diagrammatic part. No need to worry. Each and everything I can explain you. But one more thing you need to understand. The bonus of this course is at end of the course, I will explain you one real-time project, meaning this is the real-time project actually, UHO COVID services. Okay, so we can explain you this type of integration with the project. No need to worry on that. From day one itself, I will start with the project itself. Whatever the features available, right? These features I will integrate with the project and will explain you. So at the end of the day, we can able to complete one real-time project. In interviews also, you can able to see easily tell. So coming to another perspective, MuleSoft journey. As a MuleSoft journey from 0 to 100, if you can see here, we need to start with the developer. Once you are familiar with this designing, development, all these things, right, you can able to write one certification exam level 1. So then market will call it as an your certified developer. After that, you are somewhat better. You have some confidence that I would like to update myself. Then you can go for level 2 on integration associate. Once you're done with the 3 phases, then is architect. Architect also you have a 2 platforms. One is integration architect, platform architect, level 1 and level 2. So once you are done with the architect, then market will call it as a you are a principal architect or a solution architect. So this is what the real time example here. At end of the course, we can provide you the trainings offline and online or mock interviews and job support as well. If you can see here, right, one more thing, course content also we have given you in a module wise. Each and every module I have categories like a from 0 to 100, like a basics to advanced. First I will start with the basics. After that, logics, connectors, exception handlings, soap services. This is the main feature. These are the sub features. API LED architecture, scopes, routers, threading, batch modules, validations, M units, all these things. So, any doubts till now?
So, will you provide the training in both online as well as offline manner too?
Yes, yes, we can provide based on the, I mean, majority of the people and the number of joinees. So we can take one decision and we can provide, not an issue on that. And at the end of the day,
So,
we can provide the mock interviews and also the level 1 exam questions, right? I mean, what type of question they will ask, we will give some mock test as well. So just to understand, so how and where exactly we are like that. Okay.
So along with training by using a application, uh, so by implementing it, so will you also provide an application after the completion of the course to get
Yes,
experience
yes.
or to get revised like that? So after the completion,
Three things we will provide by end of the class. I will take 5 minutes break. Break in the sense I will leave it to you guys for the questions. After that,
okay,
I will send an email on daily basis by collecting your email address. First is recording link. Second is
okay,
documentation. Third one is whatever the example I have explained that example. Just you need to import that example if you are facing any issues. Just go through it. Second thing, go through the recordings for any other revision. Third thing is documentation as well for future reference. That is on daily basis. At end of the course, I will give the some mock interview questions. Sorry, interview questions. I will take one mock interview as well. That is the end of the course. I will do. Okay.
so what is the in what days will you provide this training? So in a week, only in the weekend days or every day from uh, Monday to Sunday to Saturday?
Actually, yeah, actually, we are planning to give the training from like corporate style only, Monday to Friday.
In the Monday to Friday.
Yeah, yeah. Why? Because so every human or anything, we need to have some break for 2 days. Why means,
Yeah,
especially in this learning part, if you have 2 days of, relief system, right, or else break, definitely you can mug up. You can come with a fresh mind. So if I continue in Sunday and Saturday, it is plus point to me only because I know the each and everything in the MuleSoft. I can complete the course with this minimal span of time. But when I compare with the generalized student or any learner perspective, right, it is always good to give some break
yeah,
to mug
okay.
up or to
It's
practice. Yeah,
it's also supportive us to revise the concepts which we have uh, listened to the previous classes like that. So in the weekend days for 2 days. Yeah, good idea.
yeah. Any
So
doubts, Markandelul? Yeah,
generally
sorry,
by
go ahead.
the training institutes. Okay, okay. So generally along with the training institutes, certifications like that. So will you provide the certifications along with placements
You
offers? So generally this is a common option. Almost they have been selecting to provide this recruitment options to like that. So generally asking
job, yeah, yeah, I
just
mean job
only training
assurance
or
is, yeah, that's true. Job assurance is different. Job assistance is different. So job assurance in the sense, meaning definitely we can
yeah, yeah.
provide the job
I, I
100%.
I
That
know
is
about
true.
the assurance activity which you will carry out. Generally, the institute resources will carry out for the sake of providing the this job. So just asking, will you also are you also providing that too or not? Just knowing
No,
about the
job.
provisions about.
I mean, job definitely. See, once I can assure you from my end. So once you're done with the MuleSoft course, right, with your experience, if you can place in the Naukri, I can promise you. Nowadays, the market within week, right, definitely will get two calls. So once you are familiar and whatever I'm trying to teach in the daily basis, within three interviews, only definitely you can crack. Because in the recently only we got two jobs, right? One is for fresher, 4 lakhs package with a 1.5 years of bond, and another is for experienced guy who is holding 5.2 years, 14 lakhs package. So they are only, I mean, kept that resume. So within, I think, 1 month, I think they got the job recently. 2 days, two batches prior. So definitely you can get a job. That's not an issue. Okay, and also we are here to assist you, right? We can discuss on that. No need to worry. Okay, we are here to assist you on that.
So what is the fees here regarding this
Yeah,
course?
fees and all these
Just
things. I mean, institute management will speak with you.
okay, okay,
Subbu,
okay, okay. I will
yeah,
consult the institute management.
yeah, yeah, management. I'm a trainer. I can provide you the technical stuff, but regarding the timings and the money, all these things, admin can contact you on this. Okay.
Okay. So if we face any doubt regarding any concept on in any class, so
We
will
will
you
create WhatsApp group or Gmail,
uh,
emails, everything is there.
later only after the completion of that class only, if you provide any opportunity to consult you for the sake of clarifying that doubt at any time.
At
So
any time you can ping in that WhatsApp group, or else if you are facing still you are
okay,
facing, I can connect you after the class as well.
okay, okay. So thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, no worries. I am here to assist you, right? So no need to worry on
Uh,
that.
so
Okay, then if you're
to
okay,
take an
yes.
immediate decision, I'm consulting you. That's all. Thank you for it.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
So will you take any more any other demo class, or this is the only one? Generally, why I'm asking this too, because generally for demo classes, up to 2 to 3 hours or 3 to 4 classes like that, so they'll provide. Uh, so that's why just asking
Yeah, we
to
can
attend.
provide
If you
you can join 2 to 3 classes. If you're okay, means you can continue on that. No need to worry.
so, what is the next demo class session to get the decision to
Demo
join the course?
de- demo class that management can explain you on that. I'm not sure whether when they will, I mean, schedule that.
Okay, so forward the details of the next demo session to take the decision for joining like that. So uh, by attending the next demo class too. So please inform to the details regarding the next demo class. Thank you for it.
Okay, please speak with management, though they can explain you on
Okay, okay.
that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. So I'm winding up the session. So speak with management. So we can continue on that. Thank you.